You know what's interesting is that I don't really have much to talk about in this Vince talk. I never thought that, not doing Vince talks for like, few weeks because of the holidays, that I would also have nothing else to talk about. Because really though, when it comes down to the holidays, I did celebrate. Okay, it was, I'm talking about New Year's. My Christmas was, I think I already talked about my Christmas last Vince talk, aka last year of the last month being December. But I pretty much don't really have a lot to add when it comes down to talking about anything New Year's. I mean, there was no resolution, that's for sure. I don't know if those exist. I was planning to travel, but that didn't happen much. Of course, I mean not much, but that didn't happen at all for me. And you know, it was just me at the house hearing the fireworks. It was raining though, so and that there was a small minute when it was everyone was celebrating New Year's, that the rain stopped miraculously, and then everyone just like, yep, let's just launch these fireworks right away. And that was kind of like the quickest firework kind of getaway that I ever had, because usually it would last the whole entire week. But this one, it was just only like a few minutes because of the rain stopping. And right now, pretty much here in California, there has been an ongoing flood and raining situation, especially here in Northern California. And Santa Cruz looks like a freaking hurricane. Like, and I never thought they would have hurricanes in the Pacific. I thought that's usually an Atlantis or not Atlanta, but usually a West Coast slash South Coast, kind of thing, where they have it in Florida. They have it around, in like, the Caribbean islands as well. So they just had it in those areas, and that, but I never thought it would be coming here in the West Coast. And I guess we have our own hurricane where it's kind of like somewhere that is from the West itself, but it's called the Pineapple Express. So what is it, from Hawaii or not? Like, there's been a flash flooding in San Francisco and Santa Cruz, Capitola as well, being close there. And also I heard that ones that are getting ready for a storm in Los Angeles. So just everything is right now, like, I've been seeing the weather patterns, like it's just been warning floods after warning floods across my phone. So like there is just no break. It's just that it's an ongoing thing about with this weather, and it's just like it's getting crazy. I barely have any time to go groceries or go to the gym or do anything out there. And I just been staying home. I just been locked up in my house for the longest. All I've been doing pretty much has been making videos, and pretty much just also getting ready for this funeral that I'm about to go to, which is going to be next week as I'm recording this. But also just playing video games, just full on, and just playing a bunch of games that I've been trying to catch up on, especially a bunch of Switch games that I'm planning to review in this channel. But I didn't make a video of it because I haven't finished them, and I want to record some gameplay just to show proof that I've been playing them. So yeah, just a whole bunch of gaming. I'm playing Mario Odyssey. That is such an addicting game. Frogon, which is also another, and these are Switch games. Cult of the Lamb. I've been very curious to check out Cult of the Lamb. I've been playing that. That's a little small Christmas gift. It's very satanic, that's for sure. And kind of, it's not very that crazy. I'm not really much into it. The building factor and everything, I have, but a game that I have, let me check out my Switch real quick. Let me see what I have here in some of my Switch games, because there's a bunch. Biggest is Mario Odyssey. Another biggest is actually these two games I've been playing. The new Super Lucky's Tale. I don't know why they call it new, but new Super Lucky's Tale. That's another game. It was released on the Switch back in 2018 or 19. I've been playing that, and also Ruby Arrowfell. I finally got around to actually playing Ruby, and this new Ruby game. It's kind of like some new Ruby content, and I've just been enjoying it. So yeah, a lot of gaming here and there, and also some of my PS2 and also emulators that I've been playing on. Those are fun. But and especially me getting a new controller. I finally got an Xbox controller, so I can actually play the majority of these emulators, because some of them won't allow me to actually use certain controllers. I don't know why, especially my Switch and also my other PC controller. But yeah, I guess the Xbox PC controller sort of works for most of these games I've been playing. And that's just it. Especially with this flooding, I pretty much couldn't go out much. And one thing I've been looking out and pretty much around especially in TikTok, I think I discovered this on TikTok. You always discover something interesting on TikTok, especially when TikTok, from what I heard, is being shut down. It's going to be going down, like, in the future of this year. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but something has to do because it's a Chinese developed app or whatever. There's this video of this one person showing a thing like in Australia, which of course is going to be something related to bugs because I can just already know it. And it's a blanket. It looks like snow, but it's not. It's like the biggest, it's a web blanket. And webs are basically, of course, made by spiders, but made by thousands in a full on alliance. I'm talking about millions of spiders creating this web blanket that can stretch all, like, literally the size of the freaking, like, the Los Angeles coast. It is huge. It is a huge web blanket. It is the most disturbing, most dystopian, kind of like gross thing I like kind of ever seen, but also beautiful as it looks like, because it looks like everything is covered by snow, but no, it's just covered by freaking spider webs. And spider webs covered, and usually it comes, especially this one was in Australia, and I saw another one that was in Pakistan, and it was created because of the rainstorms. So I'm thinking in my head, because Los Angeles and also here in like in the San Francisco Bay Area is somewhat dealing like a storm or heavy rain or something like that. And that's why these web blankets are developed in those other places because of that. I'm hoping that doesn't happen here in America. I really hope that we don't get a web blanket. Imagine me just going to the gym, going to the groceries. I go outside and I see this covered web blanket just covering away when I'm putting when I'm pushing my shopping cart outside of the groceries, and then I see the whole entire parking lot just covered in web blankets. Would be the most nightmarish and most apocalyptic thing ever. And it's something that, you know what, I'd rather have an earthquake. I'd rather have an earthquake or a storm because I do not want to be covered in freaking spider webs. I mean, it would look cool, but at the same time, it's kind of grotesque. Like, it's just like you're covered and then you're going to get snatched by spiders because of how thick the freaking spider webs. It's like a wall at this point. At this point, just landed on you. And I would not wish for that. For anything. Nah, just give me the earthquake. Just give me something else. Freaking lava, volcano eruption. Just something else. Okay, just not the freaking spider webs. Okay, I don't want that. I don't want that. I saw that, in this video, which was in Australia, which I said before. It looked crazy. The freaking houses covered by freaking spider webs. The whole coast of the beach was covered in spider webs. The grass, the trees. It looked weird. It looks so weird. It looks like something I do not want to deal with. And I hope that doesn't happen when we actually get this freaking flooded, wet, rainstorm that has been going on and off. It's just been being windy, not windy, and it's been raining and shit, just a bad weather, basically. And pretty much, of course, here I am dealing with it. There hasn't been a blackout. I heard in San Francisco they were dealing with blackouts, but definitely not here. So pretty much things are going well so far, but I'm not sure what's going to happen in the foreseeable future because I got a lot of things to do for this particular month, especially my birthday coming. But yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens if things would ever get better. Other than that, let's talk about some news that I've been actually catching up to actually really talk about. One of them is Logan Paul versus CoffeeZilla. I've been hearing that whole NFT scandal. I'm not sure what it's really about, but if you ask me, I usually don't really care much. Anything Logan Paul related, I just don't care. I'm not even supposed to say his name. I think there was one video that I said his name. It's about a boxing match. And for whatever reason, that triggered my video getting removed from YouTube. I'm not sure what that is. But then again, it's YouTube in general. YouTube is dealing with a lot of stuff. I've been hearing this whole thing about YouTube's new rules and how it's going to destroy a lot of content creators, especially right now. Like, from what I heard, it's something that has to do with cussing, which is not a problem for me when it comes down to making videos because I don't really cuss at all in any of my videos. I actually just, I say crap and damn and pretty much put some other words instead of just saying the actual bombs, the F-bombs and whatever. If you go to my second channel, I do cuss. a little bit, because that those videos get like either 2 or 3 views, and it only has like 100 subscribers, so I can give less what's about the freaking second channel. And I haven't been planning to make anything for the second channel, which I feel bad. I was supposed to make top 10 dancers of like for the second channel, but right now I've been focusing a lot about this channel, especially the fact that I just hit 10,000 subscribers, which is a big deal. I do want to talk about it more with my boy Stefan when we actually do a podcast together. And also, I just want to hang out with him. But I want to go into it more because there's a lot of benefits when you get 10,000 subscribers. At least from what I heard. I hope those still stand, because YouTube can change anything at this point. Oh, 10,000, you actually need 100,000 for this and that. Which I hope it doesn't happen, but there is some benefits when you get 10,000 subscribers, at least in the according of, like, from what I heard a few years ago. And of course, before, when I hit this milestone, or ever thinking of doing YouTube this long, it's just kind of crazy. But I'm just so thankful that so many of you were still subscribed to me. I look at my content, and there's a part of me where, I wish it was better. I wish it lived up to the amount of subscribers that I have. And you know what? I'm going to change that. I really hope I can work a little bit more harder to make my videos the way it wants to have guests over that you guys ask for, and just having people just pleasing the majority and hoping to actually get some of these videos into 1 million views. None of my videos have 1 million views. I could be wrong. Some of my boyfriend's vids could actually do some. And when I talk about boyfriends, I didn't say my boyfriend. I'm talking about the boyfriend webtoon series. Some of them might hit almost 1 million. I could be wrong. One of them hit 100,000, which is kind of crazy. And it's still kind of crazy that I'm reaching these numbers, because I never thought of that at all when it comes down to this channel. All I can know is that I try to work very hard to actually make this channel into something that I want to do in the future, because I'm not getting younger. I want to travel because of what I love to do, and I want something involving what I love to do, especially doing these reads and making these videos for you guys, to take me somewhere, to actually help my family and do something big. It's something that I really wanted to do, and like something that I really want to achieve still to this day. But also some other stuff happened, especially in the last days of 2022. Tate got arrested. Freaking Tate, the Andrew Tates. That's what I call him. I feel like I'm just worried, because I don't want to say certain things, especially the names, where it's gonna trigger my videos to get removed, because none of these videos should get removed, especially when it comes down to a podcast or VinzTalks like this. When it comes down to making videos of just like certain news that I don't need to talk about, but I just letting you know that I'm very aware of what's going on, because I want you guys to actually talk with me. I have a Discord, we can talk, but I want everyone else to come together and actually, have a chat. And I know that's pretty hard, especially if you don't have that big of a sub base, and if you don't have big of an audience much. I have a good amount of an audience, but not the biggest. And I'm hoping that I can make friends out of that audience for sure. That's another dream. But yeah, he got arrested. Andrew Tate got arrested because of a freaking pizza box. Like, it was a whole Andrew Tate versus Greta Thunberg kind of situation. I don't know what happened to it after. I don't know if he's still in jail, but literally have to spend like the whole New Year's in bars. Like, it's just crazy. In Romania. I'm not sure how prisons are when it comes down to prisons in Eastern Europe. That has to sound dark. Like, my gosh. But yeah, Andrew Tate took the L, and he made this cringy video about like, how he's exposing like climate changers or whatever. Now, when it comes down to my opinion of climate change, I got nothing. Mostly, all I know is like, I'm witnessing climate change. That's for sure. I never had floods here in California. Usually it's a drought here, but here we are. Here I am in my house dealing with a freaking stormy flood, and hoping that freaking like spider webs doesn't take over this whole landscape that I'm living. I don't want to walk outside seeing spider webs everywhere. God, that would be terrible. But yeah, climate change. I guess it's climate change that is making that thing. And you know what? Yeah, climate change is real. Okay, I guarantee you, like, it's just the whole weather patterns is just getting weird. It's getting bad, But other than that, also like I really don't want to talk about this, but I had to. So pretty much something happened in Discord, which was kind of unfortunate. I made a video of it, And I didn't post in this channel at all because I don't want that kind of like energy at all within this channel. But since I'm in this Vince talk and I don't really feel like spending much time to talk about it much, and also it's kind of like been, you know, distracted with other stuff that I've been talking about, like the weather here in California, Andrew Tate situation. So I might as well put this in last. Something unfortunate happens, and to me it's unfortunate. It when it comes down to, you know, you affecting me and also doing this kind of stuff, especially, listen, I don't like picking fights with nobody. I made this community just to avoid fights. You know, I've been in the hip hop community, I've been in other communities, you know, especially within the gaming community in the past. And let me tell you, I went at it with some people because I don't like the comments they talking about me. You don't know me, you're disrespecting me, like that's just not cool. And that happened in Discord. Literally in Discord. And I feel like I need to be a bit more strict in Discord because people will just keep thinking that they can make fun of me, and also, and I get their jokes, but there's like certain comments where, you know, you call me names and you do this, and I feel like there's a part of me where I could have just stand up, but a lot of times I don't like to give that energy at all to my community. But a lot of times when it comes down to any content creator that is creating a community, a lot of times you have to be strict. You have to be very, you know, stoic when it comes down to certain behaviors that you don't appreciate, especially certain fights or people just picking on you. Because there was this one hacker, and it doesn't matter about the whole hacking thing. I don't care if you're a hacker or this or that. If you disrespect me, it's kind of like, you know, it's just over for you. And there's this one particular person that I'm not gonna name in my channel, in my server in Discord. And pretty much one thing that sucks is that I really wish that I can have the time, you know, just to learn more about Discord. Because if I learn a little bit more about Discord, I would have a better way of handling this situation. But this guy was just being an you know, an a-hole, and pretty much disrespecting me, and, you know, just bullying so many other creators. And I left him off the hook, and I just felt bad for just letting him, you know, letting him off the hook, like, you know, easily just trusting him, but he wasn't trusty at all. Here's the thing, there was so many red flags with this particular person, and I couldn't just had him banned off, especially when he said like, oh, I hack your token or whatever, you know, all this other cringy stuff about hacking or something. Like, I don't know what's the deal with kids hacking, whatever, but it's a situation where I could have had the police, like, you know, involved, and I didn't, but I could have, because this person was truly a criminal inside my chat. I'm not gonna say the things, but it was just like, it was just unacceptable. I got rid of him, I banned him, you know, and all that other simple stuff that you're supposed to do when you see a freaking troll inside your Discord. But I left this off the hook, and was just like, it just ruined so much of my trust in Discord, and pretty much it really made, you know, pretty much it didn't make anything easy. And awkwardly, like, for whatever reason, I start to actually gain more people after that. Like, just five, like, I don't get a lot of people in Discord, but maybe that's a good thing, knowing that I don't know how to handle, because I don't know how the freaking bots work. I'm supposed to put bots in some of these servers, and all this responsibility, and I know I will get to it, but yeah, it's just that, like, you know, this event happened, and, you know, I had to deal with it. You know, I pretty much did not lose the fight, but it was a fight. Let me just tell you right now, I just went at it with this person because, like, you know, it's the fact that you disrespect me. Like, you asking for it? You're really going for this right now? And here's the thing. Out of all the communities, it had to be this community that I created, that I pick a fight with this person because he was into boyfriends and I was into boyfriends, the webtoon series, and we just had a fight. And that's just not cool. That is so wrong, you know, knowing that, because, like, I could, it would be make sense if I was in the gaming community, like the League of Legends community, and I was a pick and fight with somebody, like, oh, you got ganked, no, you got ganked, you know, something like that, or somebody in the hip hop community or something like that. It had to be in this freaking community that I created, which is one of the most loving people that I've ever met, and then this person just comes in, and I get it. It doesn't matter what community you're in, no matter what audience you try to create in. Shoot, you can make something within the foodie community or the books, you know, community, or the people that are fans of, like, you can be in the Lord of Rings, like, you know, server, and still get into it with somebody if you don't get along with them. And I guess that's real life, because this person was a little kid thinking he could just pick on me, but that just wasn't cool. Okay. And I don't know what's up with this. Like, he was also putting this persona being like, all, like not caring about anything. It just came out of nowhere because he was nice when he came in, but just out of nowhere, just started like, becoming a complete a-hole, a complete douchebag, and that's just not right. And I have to do what I have to do. So for now on, when you're up in my Discord, I might have to be strict. I might have to be I have to be strict or fight for myself, because no one's gonna protect me. Only I can protect myself, because when it comes down to this whole YouTube thing, the majority of the time I'm by myself. I'm by myself. I'm by myself. This is my only business. I'm the only contractor, and I can only really protect myself because that's what I have to do. If my channel gets mass striked or reported, I have to call YouTube. I have to call Webtoon. I have to call somebody to actually get it done, and usually that works. And I wish I had people to call that I can trust, that I can, like, hey man, I'm dealing with this situation. Can you please help me? Like, I wish I can do that, but life ain't like that. It's just, sometimes most stuff, especially being as an adult, it gets real. And sometimes you gotta take things, in your own hands, in a way where you have to be the big guy or the big girl, and you actually have to take responsibility, and it is what it is. But other than that, everything was cool so far. I signed up for another Webtoon ambassadorship. I don't know what happened to the last one, Webtoon. Hoping I get that one. And pretty much they doing this. I don't know if it's ambassadorship. I don't know if it's something that is related to something else that I don't know about. But then again, what do I know? Also, like, I'm definitely ready for some live streams. I'm hoping to do that sometime. I'm thinking of doing live streams for my 10K and celebration. I feel like the opportunity is hot, and I might do it somewhere in the week. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Hope you subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz. Hope you, really support the channel. Feel free to follow the Discord, support the PayPal if you want. And, just be a nice individual. Listen, the only rule a lot of times, I mean, there's other rules, right? You can't do this and that, whatever. But the only rule when it comes down to joining this community that I created is don't be an ass, okay? Don't be a douchebag. Don't pick a fight with me. You do not want to pick a fight with me. I'm the wrong person to pick a fight with. You do not want to go at it with me. Okay? Just be respectful. That's it. That's all you need to do. You can make jokes, but don't ever like be that guy. Never. And I mean, it doesn't matter, like, usually I don't care what kind of mood you're in or whatever. If you got something to say, just keep it to yourself, okay? I'm not out here beefing with nobody, making comments about no one. I have my opinions of some people, like Logan Paul, but I don't go at it to say he's a complete what. It doesn't make sense. But a lot of times you can't ignore negativity, especially when it comes to any community that you create, and I learned that for sure. But other than that, I hope it doesn't happen again. See you when I see you, and yeah, make sure just show love, because it's all about one love. New year, new me, the first VinzTalk of the year, doing it big. Let's hope we get actually, go big numbers and, achieve more, achieve your dreams, because that's what I'm trying to do. And every day I try to go to this channel every day. Other than that, I'll see you when I see you. One love and a peace.